Leos, hi, welcome to this channel. This is your weekly reading for the week of September 1st. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email, okay? Now, let's see what's coming through for you. This month, we have two eclipses happening. The first one is on the 7th, which is a lunar eclipse in Pisces. And on the 21st, we have another one happening in the sign of Virgo, which is a solar eclipse. So let's see what this means for you. Leos, your cards are Six of Wands, Seven of Swords. This actually came through for Cancer as well. Hierophant. Ten of Swords is on the back of the deck. So Ten of Swords here may, like this is something someone said or did. A betrayal is what this energy is. Maybe somebody promised something and at the last moment, they just don't want to do it. Yeah. So Seven of Swords here could either be your energy or it could be somebody else. This is someone who is not keeping their promises, or it could be that they are making some excuses. They don't want to participate, they don't want to engage, and they are leaving something midway. So, and Six of Wands here is you, like a roadblock. Could be just a temporary roadblock, Leo, nothing to worry about. Okay, so this Ten of Swords is on the back of the deck. So this energy is something that you may not be aware of, okay, but something that is happening underneath, which is influencing the choices that you are making this week, okay. So this is where you are disappointed, actually, and maybe that's also, this could be your energy, Leo. So the reason why you don't want to participate is because you are disappointed. So it may have something to do with what happened in the past, what someone said, did, how certain situations transpired, and or it could be a current situation that you are coming across. So this is actually influencing what is happening this week. So yes, and Hierophant is where you are receiving some guidance. It could be that you are meeting the right person and you are talking about things and they are helping you see things from a higher perspective and find solutions. On the other hand, it could also be counseling, therapy, something like that. Or maybe you are just talking to a friend, a spiritual practice. Yeah, it could also be your energy, Leo. I will come back to this. This week this is lack of motivation for some of you guys out there. Like if you just don't feel like doing something, then maybe it may have something to do with maybe your body needs rest. So yeah, taking time to rest and for relaxation is important. Maybe that will help you release the stuck energy, so you can get up and get going, so yeah. And Six of Wands is where this is like you hearing something from someone. So what I want to say is, if it has something to do with your relationships, people in your life. It could also be strangers, like some comments, social media comments or something like that. So the energy here is reminding you, do not let anything or anyone rain on your parade, Leo. Okay, so it's, yeah, don't let anything or anyone rain on your parade, is what I want to say. So it's important to know like what the situation is, and if you really want to put your energy there, or you just want to, maybe they are just jealous. So do you really want to put your energy there explaining things, or you just want to let it go and keep doing what you are doing? So a decision that you can make. Okay, so Seven of Swords is, for both these energies here, may have something to do with like, this is where you don't want to participate, you don't want to engage, and you are making your excuse, and you are out of that situation. On the other hand, this may have something to do with a project that you are working on, work related. If that is the case, if you are not feeling that motivation, that energy, the card is also reminding you to be flexible. So this is like, for instance, if you, just an example, it doesn't have to be true for everybody. If you spent like couple of hours in the gym, right? Maybe either you are not feeling well, or it could be that you just don't want to go. Maybe think about cutting it down to 30 minutes. Maybe don't go for 2 hours. Maybe do something light at home, or go for a walk or something. So remaining flexible is important. So yeah, and this is where you are feeling bad about something. Like, this is like, it's like maybe you are just doing something that you want to do, and you are feeling bad about something, bad about it. So just be aware of this energy. So know what's happening internally. This is a lot of thoughts. The mind is overactive. So it's important to know what the truth is, what the situation is, what the reality is, and how you want to navigate that situation. Okay, and Hierophant is a major arcana card here. So this is where, it could either be your energy, Leo, it could be somebody else. This is where you are rising above your challenges, or it could be that you are seeing things from a higher perspective. You are receiving some guidance. It could be your own intuition reminding you of certain things, or it could be external sources. Okay. On the other hand, it could be that people are coming to you for your help. So maybe they need help with something and they are coming to you, or maybe they have some issues and they need your suggestions, your perspectives. This is where you are helping them see things from a different perspective. So you are inspiring them, you are motivating them actually, and that's the energy you also need. Maybe that will help you release whatever this stuck energy is. This is the mental prison. For some of you, it could be that you are not feeling well. For some, it could be just lack of energy, or it could be like something happened which you are like mulling over, repeating it again and again in your mind. So, but I don't have any advice, to be honest with you. I mean, we all go through this. I go through this too. So just words are not enough. If I tell you something and that's not going to be helpful for you. So it has to, like, you will find the solution, is what I want to say. So it's like, it's a temporary phase. We go through these temporary ups and downs, and then one day we feel like as if we can't move, and then the next day it would be like, I can take on the world. That's exactly what's coming through. Thank you, Spirit. So this is where you are on top of the world, and this is where that motivation is not there, and that you can't even move. But you are, um, this is success and victory, Leo. So that's what I'm saying. Ups and downs of our everyday life, nothing to worry about. If this is how you are feeling today, tomorrow when you wake up, it will be a whole new morning, and you will feel differently. You will see some situations differently. You will see yourself differently. So me giving you like advices and suggestions won't be helpful. Sometimes I do that, but it is what it is. You are like, how to handle this situation, and you will handle it beautifully. But what I want to say, what I want to remind you is, this is the energy. This could be something that you may not be aware of because it was on the back of the deck. Okay, but number 10 here has to do with completion. The dark is now dissipating, and the new morning indicates new insights, new ideas, new solutions, and you feeling energetic, inspired, and motivated to take on the world. And this is where you are moving up to the next level and staying in your power. Something to do with spirituality is also coming through. It could be that you are either you are, let me see here. Either you are quitting a group or joining a new group. Okay, on the other hand, when it comes to so this could also be some roadblocks. So it could be metaphorical, like maybe you are trying to do something and you might come across some obstacles, some setbacks, but again temporary. Or on the other hand, this is where you will maybe for some of you guys, this is also where you will find yourself reconsidering your options, exploring new ways of doing things. So maybe a blessing a blessing, an opportunity. There is an opportunity there. Yeah, you are reaching a milestone. So Leos, this is also recognition, awards, recognition coming your way. So when I said roadblocks, it could also be maybe you are going somewhere and you might come across like a traffic jam or things like that. So slow down is what I want to say. It could, something to do with your vehicle, or it could be that you are speeding, and this is where you might get a ticket, but this is you are getting away with it. Maybe you don't have to. I won't say you don't have to worry about it, but just be careful, what's going on. So, but this is where you are getting away with something. You might not have to pay that ticket. I don't know. And this is something to do with authority figures. Maybe you are contesting it and you won't have to do anything. So it's all about, situation. Maybe if it's not your fault, you are contesting and you are winning. Seven of Swords here, something to do with communication. So talking about something, talking about someone. When I said that, what I mean is, this could be gossips, plain and simple. I don't want to. I was actually looking for a good word, but I'm not fine. I'm not getting anything. So let me be direct. So Seven of Swords is reminding you to be direct. So this is where that transparent, direct communication is not happening. This is someone who is hiding information. This is someone who maybe like they are saying something to just make the other person feel good. So it could be either your energy, it doesn't have to be your energy, it could also be somebody else. So know who is around and what's going on. I mean, it doesn't have to be, maybe it's not a serious thing or anything like that, but just know. And this is where some backstabbing is happening. So you have both energies here. So this is lies and deception, and this is backstabbing. So just be aware of who you are confiding in when it comes to communication, because just know what you are talking about, who you are talking to, because that can backfire. Okay, let me not exaggerate that. It is what it is. Everyday life. Okay, so Cancer, oh sorry, I keep calling you Cancer, I don't know why. So Leo, your message is visualize abundance in all forms. By the way, Hierophant is ruled by Taurus. It could be that Taurus is in your chart or someone you are dealing with. And Hierophant here has to do with tradition. It could be that you are going back to tradition, or you are letting go of traditional way of doing things. So something to do with commitments, Leo. So this is you breaking a contract. Yeah. On the other hand, if there is something you are coming across like health-wise, it could be migraine, backache, headache, something to do with joint pains. This is where you are seeking traditional medicine, like it could be Ayurveda for some Ayurvedic treatments. Yes, so maybe that will help. So for some, it could be you consulting like a Ayurveda doctor maybe, or like a healer, a teacher, counselor. Okay, your message is visualize abundance in all forms. Message is God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that's what you will experience. This is where you are going for some shortcuts. Maybe instead of going for shortcuts, it could be anything, like the card is talking about health. So instead of going for shortcuts, maybe think about alternative therapy, alternative medicine, something like that. So maybe that will be really helpful here in this situation. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that's what you will, and that is what you will experience. Yes. So if you are coming across something, the energy is reminding you, keep your thoughts positive, because the sunrise here denotes a new morning. This energy is going away now, and yeah, so a tough situation is now ending. It could also be energetic. Okay. All right, Leo, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Do remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And if you like what you see here, do remember to like the video, subscribe. Thank you so much. And take good care of yourself. I will see you in the next reading. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.